When a director is creating a feature film, he finds himself in a mass combination of many factors. It is all to do with actors, set designers, cameramen, and many others. Everything that a common viewer can watch on the screen is just a small piece of huge work that has been going on for a longer time. And there are the people, like editors, who have to make all that look great and be sure all the proper things are found in the frame. Any mistake that breaks through the final touches can be caught and pinpointed by the final users. Here are some of those actually spotted. Frozen. Animated films seem to be problemless due to the fact that they are created without the whole crew and live extras behind it. This does not save the creators of Frozen from incorporating a few nuisances into the final picture. In the scene when the main character of Elsa, the Winter Queen, sings the theme song, she also spins around and twists in excitement. Only then one can spot her hair falling freely from one side to the other, going right through her shoulder as if the magic was connected also with her vanishing body. Jurassic Park. In this Spielberg's dinosaur story, we can see the actual dinosaur models together with computer-generated ones. That makes the picture far better than many other films packed with special effects. But this cooperation did not always come out for the best. At one point, during a kitchen scene, when children are running and hiding from the attacking persistent creatures, one of those has to be held by a member of a crew. That brings to the frame a hand of a person behind the dinosaur, clearly visible for all attentive watchers. The Bourne Identity. As a super CIA spy, Matt Damon has incredible power of strength and is also the example of extraordinary awareness when it comes to the moments of fight and reacting. The Bourne Identity has created a model of an up-to-date action man. This particular one, after losing his memory, stands to the fight. After being saved by a group of fishermen, Bourne finds himself in a town and is supposed to vanish. What should look like actual disappearances, for those who look closely, a show of a group of people behind the truck striving to hide the actor despite his legs and a reddish jacket showing out from behind it. The Hurt Locker. While you are a member of a bomb disposal team, anything can happen. That leads us to the story presented in The Hurt Locker, where a group of those troubleshooters solves such situations in Iraq. While the explosives are a great issue, there are for sure other obstacles on shoulders' ways to the dangerous grounds. At some point, Jeremy Renner, a member of the before-mentioned group, comes to a wall created from a see-through plastic sheet. Out of the sudden, that strong, fully equipped man needs the help of a person from the film crew. As a full hand appears on the screen, anyone can notice that such plastic doors do not open by themselves. Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. One of the plots in the second part of that trilogy presents a hero with a great honor and dedication. The main characters come across Éomer. The soldier is of a great help to them, as he gives them horses and becomes their supporter. Only as this happens, one can observe Éomer's sword slipping out, which does not seem to bother the character during the scene, although it could not be something to boast about. Gladiator. In Ridley Scott's film Gladiator, we are taken to the actual Roman Empire on a big scale. Everything is rough, real-like, and action-packed. Therefore, no one should be surprised that some post-production mistakes can be noticed during watching, although in that case, there are really numerous examples of such. Let's take the scene when the gladiator comes closer to the Roman horse, while one of the crew members is trying to evacuate himself from the main frame. Moving on to the Roman Colosseum and a chariot with a visible air canister on it. And another one when one can easily take a glimpse of a padding which serves to protect actors from minor injuries. During a battle scene, an attentive onlooker can spot a barbarian warrior simply strolling along the others fighting for their lives. And then comes the moment when Russell Crowe beats some enemies by beheading them with his sword and shouts memorable words to the crowd, whereas is the crew member among the spectators to whom the speech is personally directed to. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Draco Malfoy and Harry Potter has been enemies from the very beginning of this magical and fantasy series. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the whole group of students get to really practice their spells with wounds in their hands. This is how we get to the point when those two main characters stand opposite each other. Harry gets his go and comes first as all their friends around cheer, Among them we can spot a cameraman whose presence has not been cut out in the final process and has been probably believed to magically disappear from the main frame. Jaws. The shores of Amity are alarmed by the presence of a deadly, dangerous shark that is attacking swimmers and surfers. The whole community, together with the police chief Brody, takes part in various actions leading to tracing the life-threatening animal. In the overall turmoil, even the prize-awarded director, Steven Spielberg, led to the situation when a boat of a whole crew is shown in the main frame along with others swimming on the waters of Amity. Back to the Future. Here we encounter time traveling on and off to the present, which allows the producers to introduce vivid and event-packed story. By all means, that can lead to numerous mistakes throughout the whole picture. One of the most memorable moments can be spotted at the time one of Doc Brown returns to the present, accompanied by his whole family. His son does something with his hands, although some of the viewers explain this inconsistent gesture at the very scene with the need of using a toilet right there and then. Not all are in favor of this idea. Raiders of the Lost Ark. As the film has quite a big crew, as well as diversified action throughout it, it is possible there might be a few inconsistencies. Let's take a closer look at the windows in the aircraft, where we can see the reflections of a whole crew. There is also this scene where guns stand opposite swords, but the examples go much further. Whereas the production took care of 300 TV antennas during filming, just to make sure they present the actual vision of Cairo of 1936. Nobody noticed a man having a walk in front of a camera wearing a pair of blue jeans. What an example of inconsistency. Here we presented a few examples of post-production mistakes that made it to the original pictures. Have you noticed any others? If you liked our choice, please subscribe at the bottom and follow our other exclusive selections.